Here's through!
With me now, Hector!
Moving to the front! Moving back! Behold this power! Gale!
I'll let my... I won't hold back! Maybe not. Pugilist! Come on!
Take this!
Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some healing!
I can't give up now.
Take this!
Ow!
I'm sorry.
Help us down? Someone,
Everyone.
help us back up!
This is a fine mess.
Hey! Hey! Wake up! We're still in a fight here! Nah. I call upon a royal soul! Maybe not. Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell! Behold this power!
Let's go. Come on!
With me now, Hector!
This is just what I need!
Vitus power.
With me now, Hector!
I call upon a royal soul! Raging thunder! Sorry, my mistake.
I
Come
am
forth, royal
your
soul.
rightful king!
Come on!
Help! I give. Please. I'll not say a word about...
What do we do? If we let him run off? But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book! Why? What's... No. I can't breathe.
Is he dead?
What the hell?
Dead?
No! He's the one who would...
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could have...
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, Ben Gladel went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Right!
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's...
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rat was Glodell. Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
Yes, much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat, my tongue, my lips.
He,
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So Gladel was our rat, was he? And he's already been executed?
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early. Sounds like Gladel overstepped, and Lady Juna and the new lad had to fight him down.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right. Dead can't speak, after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true, the boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing. What was he after there?
Who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's pay.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds, too. Not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then, you may take your ease in the city.
Oh, and with Gladel out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Let her do as she pleases.
What's wrong, Del? Looking at...
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him? All right.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but...
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me you're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius. Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really knew who the other agent was. But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods, so we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see.
So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation?
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side.
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to...
All that just so you could grow as a singer?
I know what I put my life on the line for, that's all.
Ha! The girls...
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people, singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
Sure, fine by me.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through. Gotta get back on track. Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna. Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but
Actually, Grius's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems...
Rella?
Saint Rella. Indeed. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she...
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's gaze.
well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. Well, no, really, it's...
There are some conditions, but we could travel
Well, no sense waiting. Right.
You actually did it! Wait, how did you...
Don't shout in the street.
How can I not? Do you know how...
Hey, look! Isn't that...
It is! It's the Lady Juna! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class...
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to...
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose...
Come on, let's hurry.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
A fair thought.
If you say so.
Let's hurry.
What is it?
Wait!
All right, then. What now?
Ta!
Hey, mister.
Sure.
I can't be...
What am I gonna do?
I can't believe... I can't believe...
Whatever.
Oh, very nice.
Wonder if I could have been one of his minions myself.
Come off it.
Idiot.
What now?
Idiot. Wonder if I could have stooped hanging. Close your head.
Let's go.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who...
Right. Now that you all know each other's... adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to...
Ugh, social. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow I doubt...
Actually, there's something we'd like...
Where?
I know it's asking a lot, but...
I've seen something like this before.
That's...
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy. When I would see repay... Then surely...
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who... but I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Louise had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joanna's signet.
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh!
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effect... The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting...
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone... This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory.
What?
I'm sorry I couldn't be...
No, you've done plenty.
Pardon me, young man. You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop.
The curse is impossible to...
Did I miss a funeral?
The only way left is to take down...
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now...
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the King's magic works every time.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled...
This might be the end.
Still, we have... The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Louise.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is...
Then we'll have to do just...
I'm pooped.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes. As much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. And then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any... A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound, but ever since that accident, I suppose You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very life. The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll...
So?
What now?
Nice!
Damn it!
Yeah.
Got it. All right then. Now, where was I?
Would you look at this? Now then. Well, well.
Here, kitty.
Oh.
Do make yourself at home.
What now?
that you'll come again.
Time for bed.
Sure.
Good night.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Something on your mind?
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission. You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't... And you personally saved me from danger back... You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? What's it like? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song... Oh, how inspiring. I wonder what the world would be like if a song We Nydia. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just... Or not. No, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea, but you should always have... If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to... I'll make sure everyone hears that in my song.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next chapter recap. The 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be... I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a... In first place, the undisputed... And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the...
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the saint.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos.
Ha! Normalcy.
Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him heels. Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's the lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer, yes!
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like...
Oi! Crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No sign of him?
So it really was all talk then? The disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his...
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if...
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources...
A pagan islander? But they're filthy barbarians.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next... And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the...
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's...
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce then... Recovering and offering...
What?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this. So, we've arranged for you to tell us more. Please, welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation,
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altabury Heights, the capital of the Prince. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the... Please deliver them to their rightful place. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God.
What a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altabury will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saint. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder! They would steal our very culture!
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and...
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the...
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask...
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you...
Looks like our first jobs. These men have... We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line.
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival?
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth selling. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has... Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco...
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saint...
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lamp?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. May we both find success in the pursuit.
All right.
Boy, there.
Oh, really?
Boy, there.
Well met, eh?
You are.
Then...
Hey, Mr.
Oh, fine.
lovely.
Just can't stand it.
So foolish it arouses great pity.
Hey there!
Proper aces. Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
No.
I'm just
Hey!
I beg your pardon, but you have...
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Okay, so...
All right, Ben. Where to?
Let's go!
What now? All right, Ben.
Young man.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
Hang on!
Wonderful.
You're not serious.
What's this?
Yeah? Beg pardon?
Young man.
Proper aces. Wonder if I could have been one. What is it?
Did you hear?
What is it? Wonder if I could have been one of them. You're not serious.
Young man. Young man.
You.
Whoa.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This...
He's in quite a state. though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is
the Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone... The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this...
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on...
Is there really no ship passage there?
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first, and then loop back to Virga.
Then let's ballywell conquer this in...
You worried about Lady Juna?